let's hope Dreamer can put on a bit of a show for us. Nice little split that Deja did there. So Deja spawning top right as the light pink colored Terran, and Dreamer bottom left as his standard yellow Protoss. Who needs a real life? Genocide 2010. Okay, so I guess we can't really, I'm going to say again, I say this every game, but there are no proxy probes or SCVs leaving the players' bases. What a pity, what a pity. But I suppose that just means we're going to have a proper decent game that we're going to have for us to watch here. So I mean, I know neither of us have watched Deja play before, but do you expect him to be more aggressive or more defensive against someone like Dreamer? Because he obviously knows who Dreamer is.
Yeah, Deja has the advantage that he has been able to check up on Dreamer if he wanted to do such a thing. So he could pick up replays from Dreamer and see what his standard play is like. So I think the person to watch here will actually be Deja.
Yeah, we know Dreamer likes a very consistent standard a style of play that sort of works in every single game. He tries to play very thoughtfully, which is a good way of playing. He doesn't just he doesn't go all in very often. That's what I want to say, actually. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Deja deals with that, because that consistency is hard to beat. So these this probe and SCV just following each other around here. Dreamer once again, as he should be doing, waypointing his probe around his opponent's base, having a look what's going on. Was that an earlier barracks that went up there? I'm not sure. The barracks is just about finished, and yeah, he's probably going to throw up that tech lab in just a couple of seconds, as he nearly has enough gas for it.
Dreamer has just finished his gateway now, and he's putting up the cybernetic score. I like the build pattern Dreamer's using. He's creating a sort of a natural choke between the open area on the right hand side and his probes at the mineral line.
Yeah, he always has a really good. I mean, these guys, Dreamer and Angry African, both practice this kind of thing. These little things, they make a big difference in a game. I mean, well, they make a little difference, but those little differences add up. And building your base properly is always important, especially against someone that's playing Terran. And we know Terran is such a big harass race. Helions, Reapers, Vikings, all that stuff. It's really good to be able to lay your base out nicely.
I'm quite glad Deja spotted that he had an idle SCV. It was giving a back massage to the one making the supply depot.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, it's interesting to see that Deja is actually ticking this fast. He's got his factory up already. He's got 88 gas now. He's putting up his second gas refinery now. So that means he could be throwing down a starport in just a couple of seconds as well. So that'll be really interesting to see what he actually decides to go for. But at the bottom of the map, Dreamer actually throwing up a robotics facility of his own now.
Yeah, nice placement by Dreamer again. If Deja does do the scan on it, he's probably going to miss it.
He'd have to be scanning there on purpose to get the top of the base to be able to get that. So nice placement indeed. So if we have a look around Deja's base, also we really have to say, his base placement also really nice. I mean, look at that little wall he's made there. He's not blocked his choke, so thereby he has a lot of space in his own base, while at the same time he can defend it pretty easily. And there comes that bunker that will defend very well against any 4-gate that's coming at him.
Yeah, absolutely. Deja's also put a Hellion out, so that's been waypointed all the way to the back of Dreamer's base.
And that's a good thing. That Helion's going to serve more than one purpose, because he's going to have a nice look around the base. He's going to be able to see what's cracking in the base and maybe try get a bit of damage done. So we're pulling the old switcheroo here in Deja's base. He's going to put his starport on the tech lab and then either get some Banshees out or a Raven. That we're going to see in just a second.
On the bottom side, Dreamer has got his first Immortal that's just about to pop out.
Interesting stuff. And here comes that Helion. After spending a bit of time AFK at the Xel'Naga tower, indeed. It's going to go down incredibly quickly. Bam! It gets taken down by 2 Stalkers, 1 Sentry, 2 Zealots, and an Immortal on Dreamer's choke. So, critically for Dreamer right now, Deja, if I switch to his view right now, he has absolutely no vision in his opponent's base. He knows absolutely nothing. He doesn't know that there's a... Well, he should know that there's a robotics up because he saw that Immortal, but he doesn't know that there's a Twilight Council going up right now.
Yeah, if I think Deja, if he does, he will probably realize that the robotics bay is out because of that Immortal. He's going to make that scan on that loose pylon that he sees out in the open. So when he sees that, he's probably going to see the Twilight Council as well.
Yeah, it's not always the best idea scanning your opponent's mineral line because there's pretty much the same stuff going on there all game long. And over in our Terran player's base, he's thrown down another 2 Raxes, and he's now got his first Raven out. So the Raven's always good to have against Protoss because you want to keep those observers out of your base. And there is in fact an observer already on its way from Dreamer's side. Interesting stuff. And Nexus goes up for Dreamer at his natural.
Another switcheroo between the starport and the factory. Put a tech lab on that factory.
So he decided to use that tech lab only once. Very interesting stuff because yeah, he used it only once to get that Raven out. That's all he wanted from it, and then he switches it back to the tech lab, to the factory, and now he's got that Ghost Academy down as well. So you know, that's one thing we really don't see enough of recently. I haven't been seeing ghosts since, like, I don't know, just after Starcraft came out. It was very popular, but then Ghosts sort of died out in the TVP matchup.
Unfortunately for Dreamer, his observer did go down just outside the base, so he hasn't been able to see the Ghost Academy or the starport.
Yeah, the Ghost Academy, I think, very good move by Deja. Those EMPs, wow, they are deadly against those Protoss shields. Really good to have. Also, they just deprive those sentries of that little bit of energy that they need to throw down those force fields. And yeah, both players just getting out what they want. This is a very passive game so far. There's not much in the line of harass going on. Deja, I gotta say, he's gonna have to get a couple more units out. He's gonna have to start sort of up in the production a little bit more because Dreamer is slowly but surely pulling away from him in numbers.
Yeah, Dreamer has also got the Zealot legs on the Twilight Council almost finished.
Yeah, but at the same time, our Terran player, he's got his first Ghost coming out, and that stim pack is just about to finish. So, wow, it's going to be interesting when these guys finally clash on the battlefield, but it's really too hard to call right now. I think they need to be a bit more, let's just say, active in their playstyle, because both these players, we know Dreamer plays like this, but Deja shouldn't sit around for too long.
Yeah, Deja does have a big advantage now with sight. He has seen pretty much everything in Dreamer's base, so he kind of knows what to expect.
Yeah, and like I said before, Dreamer just doing pretty much the same thing that he does most games against Terran, and he's pretty confident in his abilities to defend against anything Deja has to throw at him. So I guess that's a good thing for Dreamer, but he could get surprised. Let's hope he does, because that'll be much more interesting for us.
Yeah, Deja has also put an expansion down at his natural. Strangely enough, he's building it right there where most Terran players will build it in their base and just fly it down.
Yeah, I suppose that just saves a little bit of time. But yeah, one of our observers, Genocide, just saying Terran is sitting on less food, and that is true. That is a big problem. He's about 10 below right now, but I think Dreamer's going to be pulling away, because Dreamer's got these gateways in his base up and running, got the robotics constantly up and running, and he's got about 5, yeah, he's getting his 5th Immortal now, so that's quite a force. I think our Terran player just needs to concentrate on... Oh, there's another observer going down above Deja's expansion right now, but he did see it going down, so that's important. But I was going to say, it's really good. A Terran player needs to concentrate on getting the meat and bones of his army up, just getting a lot of those Marauders out against Protoss, 1 or 2 Ghosts, and then a lot of Medvacs. Always important.
Yeah, it seems that Dreamer has got his Templar archives almost complete, and Deja's also building a fusion core.
Yeah, these guys are in it for the long haul, it seems. They're definitely preparing for late game, and that's definitely a good thing. What would be pretty fun right now is if we could see a nuke or 2 going off. Or Genocide again saying battlecruiser. That would be fun too. Yes, I don't see enough battlecruisers. So Storm is being researched right now. Yeah, so far pretty passive game, and I gotta say that's boring for us, but I sense action coming soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Deja is moving his units down towards the left-hand side Xel'Naga tower. But a nice composition, some Marauders, some Marines, some Ghosts, a Hellion or two.
Not bad at all, but gotta look at that Raven has full energy right now. He can throw down a couple of turrets, point defense drone. Point defense drone obviously works wonders against Stalkers, so let's see what he can do. The fight starts.
Oh, great EMP from the Ghosts.
Yeah, very well done, and he's doing well to micro move back, shoot with that little mobile force of Terran infantry, but Dreamer just wearing him down so fast. Medvacs both going down, and Deja forced to retreat all the way back to the Xel'Naga tower.
Yeah, things not looking good for Deja at the moment.
Those Immortals slowly but surely just whittling away at that army, and Deja forced to retreat all the way back. I think Dreamer needs to just take the initiative here and head straight up to his opponent's base, because he's out-fooding him big time. So the first High Templars are out. That does not bode well for this infantry army.
Yeah, absolutely not. And Dreamer is also researching the Kadaran amulet as well.
Yeah, so that's going to give those
temples the extra starting energy.
Exactly, and that's going to be really bad. But oh, interesting little development here. The first battlecruiser is actually on its way out. That's cool.
Very good move. Deja has seen a minimum of... He's got 5 Stalkers in his army, I think Dreamer has. Yeah, 5 Stalkers.
Yeah.
So that battlecruiser is definitely going to help his army composition.
He's going to have to watch out, because the feedback on those High Templars can kill a battlecruiser pretty quickly should that battlecruiser build up a lot of energy. So he's going to have to watch out for that. But yeah, we'll have to see. It's going to work well against the mostly, let's say, Zealot and Immortal army here. So over at the bottom of the map now, Dreamer deciding to expand again. He knows this is going into late game, and he knows he wants enough minerals to throw around. So he's expanded again. He's probably going to throw down even more gateways. He's actually sitting on, how many are there now? Five gateways at the moment. He'll probably have to throw down a couple more, maybe another robo facility. And yeah, the ghosts, I think Deja's going to need a lot more ghosts. He needs to get the energy off those High Templars as soon as he can. So we compare the populations quickly. Supply-wise, 110 for our Terran player and 150 for Dreamer right now.
Those Zealots are going to be so effective against that line of Marauders, especially with the Zealot legs now.
Concussive Shell not going to help much against that, unless he's actually on the offensive, which I don't think he'll be, considering he's now 60 population behind his opponent. So Deja actually making the move here, not the best idea, but I guess he just wants to remain active. So here we go, the fight starts. Dreamer catches 1 or 2 Marauders totally off guard there, and he throws down a couple of Storms.
Ooh, those Storms hurting his own units a bit.
I think he can afford that. That battlecruiser going down incredibly quickly, hanging above that chasm. Whoa, some brilliant Storms
from
Dreamer.
Great Storms.
Very well played there. I think I saw a feedback on that battlecruiser, but it's not going to make a difference. The battlecruiser is just taking down these High Templar. Oh, and he morphs. 4 Archons coming into play. Yeah, but needless to say, I think we're going to see the GG now. Not much anti-air left for our Protoss player, but he's not going to need them. He's got these Archons out now. Yeah, that feedback is deadly.
Oh, that's just going to get slowly whittled down. And Dreamer's going to be able to move into Deja's base and finish this game up.
There's the GG from Deja, GG from Dreamer.